The intersection between low-carbohydrate diets and micronutrient optimization represents a promising and underexplored frontier in the science of autophagy and healthy aging. While carbohydrate restriction alone is known to trigger cellular stress responses that initiate autophagy, a natural cleanup process where cells remove damaged components and recycle nutrients, the effectiveness and safety of this process can be significantly amplified when paired with optimal levels of key vitamins and minerals. Together, these strategies form a synergistic approach to promoting metabolic renewal, enhancing mitochondrial resilience, and delaying the onset of age-related dysfunction. Low-carbohydrate diets, particularly those that reduce daily carbohydrate intake to below 100 grams, or even stricter ketogenic approaches, shift the body's energy metabolism from glucose dependence toward fat oxidation and ketone utilization. This metabolic transition lowers circulating insulin levels and activates energy-sensing pathways such as AMPK, AMP-activated protein kinase, while suppressing mTOR, mechanistic target of rapamycin, both of which are primary regulators of autophagy. As insulin levels drop and glucagon increases, cells experience a mild nutrient stress that signals the need to become more efficient, to repair themselves, and to eliminate accumulated waste. This shift is metabolically demanding, especially in the early stages of adaptation. It increases the need for micronutrients that serve as cofactors in energy metabolism, detoxification, and oxidative stress regulation. For instance, magnesium is essential for ADP synthesis and is required by AMPK to function properly, yet magnesium status tends to drop in ketogenic dieters due to fluid and electrolyte losses. Similarly, B vitamins such as B1 thiamine, B2 riboflavin, B3 niacin, and B7 biotin are critical for mitochondrial energy production and fatty acid metabolism. If these micronutrients are insufficient, the body's capacity to process fats efficiently and to support the cellular stress of autophagy may be impaired, potentially leading to fatigue, brain fog, or mitochondrial distress rather than renewal. In this context, vitamins are not simply background nutrients. They are active participants in determining whether carbohydrate restriction becomes a rejuvenating therapy or a source of new metabolic stress. Vitamin D, for example, supports autophagy in immune and epithelial cells through regulation of calcium signaling and mTOR inhibition. Zinc and selenium enhance autophagic flux by modulating oxidative stress and acting as cofactors for antioxidant enzymes like glutathione peroxidase. Vitamin C and E play supporting roles by neutralizing the reactive oxygen species released during autophagic breakdown of cellular components. These antioxidants ensure that the beneficial stress of autophagy does not spiral into oxidative damage, a key concern during rapid metabolic transitions. Furthermore, certain micronutrients directly influence the nutrient-sensing pathways involved in autophagy. Resveratrol, though not a vitamin per se, mimics the effects of calorie restriction and activates SIRT1, which enhances autophagy through deacetylation of core autophagy proteins. Polyphenol like quercetin and curcumin, along with bioavailable forms of vitamin K2 and B12, have been shown to enhance autophagic activity, regulate inflammation, and promote healthy aging at the cellular level. These compounds work in concert with low insulin and nutrient availability to create a biochemical environment that favors repair, not growth, exactly the conditions needed to maintain cellular and metabolic integrity with age. There is also a critical benefit in how these two strategies, carbohydrate restriction and micronutrient sufficiency, protect mitochondria. Mitochondria are both the engines and the sensors of cellular energy metabolism, and their health is central to autophagy's effectiveness. When carbohydrates are restricted, mitochondria become more reliant on fatty acids and ketones, which burn more cleanly but require a more complex enzymatic toolkit. This toolkit depends heavily on micronutrients such as coenzyme Q10, iron in balanced amounts, copper, and manganese. Deficiencies in these areas can hinder energy output and promote mitochondrial damage, precisely what autophagy seeks to prevent. Ensuring these nutrient levels are optimized allows for smoother metabolic transitions, more efficient autophagic recycling, and greater long-term cellular resilience. Importantly, this synergy also enhances the sustainability of low-carbohydrate strategies. One of the challenges with carb restriction is adherence, especially when symptoms like fatigue, cramps, or brain fog appear due to unaddressed micronutrient loss. With strategic supplementation or micronutrient-dense foods, such as leafy greens for magnesium, organ meats for B vitamins, nuts and seeds for zinc and selenium, and fermented foods for vitamin K2, many of these side effects can be minimized, making it easier for individuals to sustain the diet long enough to reap its full cellular benefits. In essence, the synergy between low-carb nutrition and micronutrient optimization provides a more complete framework for activating autophagy, not through deprivation alone, but through intelligent biological support. This approach acknowledges that while carbohydrate restriction can initiate autophagy, it requires metabolic co-pilots in the form of vitamins and minerals to ensure the process is efficient, clean, and sustainable. When combined, these strategies not only stimulate cellular recycling but also fortify the very systems that aging seeks to break down: energy production, oxidative balance, immune function, and tissue regeneration. Rather than viewing low-carb diets and micronutrient intake as separate or sequential, the most powerful anti-aging protocols will likely treat them as interdependent. Together, they allow the body to enter a state of purposeful metabolic stress, a state that favors not just survival, but transformation. This transformation, if properly guided by science and practice, could be one of the most accessible ways to extend health span, protect cognition, reduce inflammation, and preserve vitality well into older age.